Hey everyone, it's Dad.
It's Cat.
What is up tonight out there in Stream World? Thank you so much for joining
Look
us.
who's
Hi Ava, thanks for coming over from Dio Stream. Hope you're having a great day.
here. Look, it's Hornet.
Here, I'll let you see. You got to be in the camera, so try to stay to your right a little bit. Yeah, we have a special stream mascot tonight. The one and only Hornet is joining us. So definitely, I don't really have a spot to set her. I'll just keep her and hold her up occasionally. Hi Bat, hey Beastman, hi Sir Hexorus. Wow, got a bunch of you guys in chat tonight. I hope you guys are all doing well.
And today I am beating Hollow Knight. Well, I already beat Hollow Knight to get the sword ending.
Yeah, she's actually trying to get back to where she was earlier today. As I asked, I was like, hey, do you want to pause while we do the intro or keep playing? And she's just like, I'm gonna keep playing. So she's doing that. We'll switch over to her screen in just a second. She got to a part of the White Palace that she was just having a lot of trouble on, and
I literally was rage quitting.
oof. Oh yeah, Ava in our chat said that I said earlier that she could have you because she was asking if she could trade names, and I was like, oh, well, I'm willing to trade Cat.
What?
So hope you like your new family. We're gonna be recast. Oh, but Ava's allergic to cats, so there we go.
Oh. So we have a cat that's
The
allergic.
cat focus. So I'm gonna be doing most of the talking tonight because Hollow Knight is a very intensive game. I've even got the second monitor with our chat turned so that Cat is a little less likely to look over.
How many months was it since I last played?
So, anyways, let me queue up the commands in chat. You last played this. That was on YouTube, wasn't it, or Facebook? We were not on Twitch yet the other time you played this.
Yeah, it was YouTube. It was
Oh no!
No, because Beastman, I think, was there and Dylan.
Yeah, so it was when we were on YouTube, but after we had started getting a few people to actually come watch. What in the world just happened? Why are you a grubby? So Kat has been actually working at the White Palace, or on the White Palace, I guess, at the White Palace. She's been working on the White Palace most of today. And she's really good at combat. She's actually a lot better at combat than I am in this game.
Yeah, I beat the Hollow Knight the first time.
She is not as good at platforming as I was. So it's been a little challenging, but she went and did some upgrades to make this a little easier. She finished the second trial at the Coliseum.
Ow.
What? Hey, we don't throw stuff at streamers.
I'm gonna roll something back.
Yeah, I guess we're both wearing Star Wars shirts tonight. I've got a kind of old shirt of mine with the Millennium Falcon, and Kat's got a baby Grogu,
shirt.
baby Yoda shirt.
It says when my song comes on.
When my song comes on. Oh, he's doing when my song comes on. All right, so hey, since you guys are wanting to watch her play and not just watch us talk, usually on these streams, the first like 10 minutes, no one's here, so I'm used to talking more to the green screen. We're gonna switch over to our Hollow Knight.
As you can see,
stream.
I have a Grim Baby.
Move stuff around a little because Kat's in the gamer chair.
As you can see, I have the.
Why do you have Grim Baby? Does that actually help you in this, or is that just for emotional support?
Emotional for support.
Emotional support, vampire baby.
It's not vampire. It's a baby.
Whoa, Beastman has a. Beastman, are you trying to join the 100,000 club in the Meowny as well? So this part has been bothering her all day. Don't go so far in. Go a little to the left before you start.
I'll just flip the wheel.
Yeah. So she went and she beat the second Coliseum trial, so she could get her pale ore, and you upgraded your nail, right?
Yeah, and I killed the nail.
You killed the nailsmith? Oh, by the way, if you're watching this and you don't want to be spoiled for Hollow Knight, we're near the end, so
Adios.
yeah, you may want to duck out on this one. Just put that warning in the description, but that as well. So don't be in here if you're not wanting to get spoiled. If you just want to watch and you don't care about spoilers, that's fine. Just giving you guys fair warning.
I thought this was a breakable wall.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it, but it's not. There is one in a hallway that leads to the Path of Pain, but based on your platforming, I don't think you should do Path of Pain. So she went and got her nail upgraded, and then she also went and did the Hive Knight finally. Apparently,
it was 2 tries I did it.
you beat the Hive Knight on your second try, which is better than I did, because I remember having to go through that stupid beehive a couple times.
Yeah, if there was a shortcut thing, I took that, and then I only took like 1 damage the second time. The first time I had like 3 hearts when I got there.
What are you doing?
I thought it was like a breakable
It's not a breakable wall. You're too far in. You want to be kind of right under that little pillar thing. Pointing at the TV. Right under it. Did I say to the right of it, or did I say right under it? Oh, nice. So she was having a lot of trouble with this part earlier. Wait for the, wait for the, do, go. 1, 2, go.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh yeah. So she got the Hive Blood, which is very helpful in the White Palace, because there's not always soul, but if you just wait for your thing to fill up, it'll auto heal whatever your highest empty vessel thing is. So that's a very good charm for this platforming area. All right, focus.
That the Grim Baby is not.
All right, I'm gonna talk to chat while you play. Kat, what's your favorite food? Remember to move to the right after you dash on this one.
Alfredo. Noodles.
Don't look over here. Just look at the game. Move to the right. Oh, crystal dash here.
No!
Get good.
Is it me or does the Hollow Knight not have legs on the thing?
What? Focus.
Look, on the thing.
They're just black. Oh, I forgot that element is black.
Yeah,
Let's
so
see
it
if
looks
I
like he has
can.
no legs.
I gotta remember how to change stuff on this.
No stuff.
Is that just the back?
How do you don't have a map?
Well, focus on the game. Don't focus on the stream layout or the chat or any of that. In fact, actually, I just realized chat is showing in OBS, so I'm gonna take that out and take that temptation away. It's like, now I know why you're looking down at OBS on the other computer. You're allergic to sugar and that stinks. Yeah, that would stink. Hi, Sir Haxorus. Yeah, this timing is very important here. You gotta really time this. I'm used to playing platforming games. Like, I've played a lot of the Mario games. So, you forgot to time it. Alright, you need to scoot back and focus. You got it. Just scoot back and focus, okay? Don't look at this. If I have to minimize OBS, I'll do it. There's not even chat on the screen that she's looking at. That's the crazy part. Like, she's just trying to, It's not! It's not thinkable!
What does the Path of Pain have at
You're
the
too far
end?
over. I told you, you gotta be right in the middle of that.
Right here?
Sure. Nope.
I'll just wait.
One, two, go. Go. 1, 2, go. 2, go.
Oh.
You gotta count. 1, 2, go. Yes, curiosity's killing the cat.
That earlier, Dad was thinking of getting a spray bottle and spraying me.
I'm gonna spray you every time you forget to count before dashing. Did you forget to
No,
count?
you gotta don't.
Remember, this thing's here so you can line up. You don't need to go so far to the right.
Like this?
Is that where I showed you? Because it doesn't look like the place I showed you. Also, you are sliding out of frame.
I have black ears.
Hold on, let's see. Nope, you're still sliding. You're very concentrated.
The
Okay.
knight is patiently just waiting. Here.
What are you waiting for? Alright.
Hang on, I'm gonna put this here, so just in case I die. I said,
New Super Mario's Brothers U. I have. We got it on sale, I think, last year. Maybe as a Christmas gift. You can't set a dream nail in the dream world.
Oh.
Focus. Over. There you go. All right. Crystal Dash.
See?
Yep.
Yep.
Just fall. There you go. So we know she can do it. Clear to the side. Clear to the side. No, you got it. You have a platform on that second one. Yeah, we have that. We played it on YouTube once. Just Kat and I playing through. It's a little floaty for a Mario game. Kat, stop looking at chat. Look
I'm not. I'm looking down. I'm just looking into the end.
You gotta get on that wall and then time your jump through that middle area. When
you heal, you can just easily do that.
Time your jump. There you go. Nope.
No.
I think we finished the first world. I don't know. It's not my favorite Mario game. It's kind of floaty, and the music is not my favorite. You gotta wait on the wall till it times.
And
I keep telling you this, and you keep just jumping straight down there. There you go. Now just fall here. This is the end of this. Oh, hit the gate! Hit the gate!
Thank you.
That's a big moment. Oh, so guys. Oh.
I feel like there's a breakable, like, a little, like...
You can break those lanterns.
Wait, isn't there, like, a little...
Alright, another platforming area. So you have to go out and platform. But yeah, the whole, like, weird, doo-wop kind of...
What is this? So I push this?
Yep. You gotta stop, though, before you get too far. Good job, by the way, Beastman says. Alright, so you can either avoid that guy, you can also use him for soul. Is Grim attacking him?
Yeah, the little guy is...
Alright, so you're gonna have to go down and under this. Or above it. Yeah, you have to fall and then go up under. By the way, we do have chat commands. I think I posted those in there, but if you want to know what your currency is, hit exclamation point meowny, like a cat. It's money. Oh, there's a bluey.
It's the only time I can get distracted. Don't use that, guys, when I'm in the middle.
Why are you... You took your hand off the controller to point at the chat.
Also, don't...
Hey, focus. Just, you know it'll heal you if you just wait. You know.
Cool.
Grim seems like a terrible distracting one for this part. That's just my opinion. Alright.
He's my baby.
Focus.
Oh,
There you go. Oh, there you go. Alright. Yeah, you gotta really time that well. At least it puts you right back there. Nope. Focus. Yeah, if you wait here, the hive blood will heal you, so that's a important thing. How's everybody out in chat world doing tonight? You guys had any fun activities today? Play any video games? Go anywhere?
Daddy beat Metroid today.
I didn't beat Metroid. I beat Metroid Zero Mission, which is a remake of the first Metroid. There's a spike at the top of that too, so you got to kind of move on to the next section once you get up there. Which is a remake of the original. There you go. Nope. Get on that wall over there that you went to. Just get over there and hug it for a bit, or do a thing. It's fast because this is a lot of people have complained about this part of the game. Probably people like Kat who are really good at the combat, but are not as good at the platforming. Let yourself heal. And so, oh, you went to the zoo today. That's awesome. Sir Haxorus, what is your favorite animal at the zoo? In fact, everyone in chat, put your favorite animal to see at the zoo when you in the chat, and we'll tell.
No.
Almost was alright. Scoot back. Don't use the table. You're very focused now.
Oh, we didn't heal.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
You have to heal.
oh.
And then jump into a spike for some reason. Saul.
Oh,
Your favorite is the crocodile. Crocodiles are cool. They usually are sleeping at the zoo, so I find them. I like seeing crocodiles or videos of crocodiles, but I don't care to see them in the zoo. They'll shoot a little bit towards me, kiddo. You're drifting out of the frame.
Also, I was fighting the Grim guy earlier.
Yeah, well, why don't you
Ow.
fight the Saw and win? Let's get back. Don't put the...
Chainsaw, I'm ready to fight. You can't even see the nail slash. Look at that. You can't even see it.
Polar bears are good. Rainbow. Problem with polar bears is they don't really put a lot of them into zoos as much nowadays because it's known that polar bears want to have a lot of space to visit for their territory in the wild. And so a lot of debate about whether polar bears can be in zoos and that kind of thing. What? Nope. Don't regress. Don't. Peter!
Wait, I know
good.
the basement. And Peter.
Yeah, because you were going backwards instead of... I thought you were going to lose progress.
This is the farthest I ever gotten.
There was a cool video I saw recently of it was a crocodile somewhere off the coast of Australia, one of those saltwater crocodiles, and somebody filmed with a drone kind of out past the beach area, and there's huge, like 20-foot crocodile was out swimming in the ocean, and like a bull shark, which is like maybe 7-8 foot long, started swimming towards it, saw it, and was just like, nope, out of here. I don't think you can go up to that part. I think you have to go up to the left. Yeah. Yeah, crystal dash from that right side. Just kind of make sure you're in the right spot. There you go. Go up. Alright, time it. Ooh.
This is mean. How am I wearing?
So, some people have complained about this area because it is very brutal platforming, and it's required to get 2 of the 3 kind of major endings of the game. Like, you have to do this. Like, there's a lot of optional bosses and stuff in this game.
Isn't it 4 endings?
Well, Mr. Mushroom's not really it's kind of like tacked on to the other endings.
Is it like the April Fool's ending?
It's kind of like a joke ending. Crocodiles reminded you of Gojira? Oh yeah, I can see that. There is at least one villain that I've met in Metroid Zero Mission that reminded me of a crocodile.
Oh, no,
You gotta get up past that part. This game is brutal. So thanks for watching Kat and giving her encouragement.
I wish I could beat that.
Hey, you recovered.
I wish I beat this earlier, but I wanted to have this.
Well, if I had given you the advice to get the Hive Knight thing yesterday, you probably would have gotten through this faster. Yeah, Kraid. I call him Chonkzilla because he looks like Godzilla after 2020.
Yeah.
He kind of killed my hand though in Zero Mission. The Zero Mission controls are from the Game Boy Advance, so there's not very many buttons, and so you have to do a lot of combo buttons in order to do like things like jump and shoot missiles at the same time, and or jump and shoot diagonal missiles at the same time, and all that kind of fun stuff. And the Kraid fight specifically requires a lot of jumping to shoot missiles. And there. Hi, do so confidently. How are you doing?
I am trying to survive this terrible...
Hey, you're getting a little farther every time, so encouragement there. Oh no, our camera went out.
Now it's a night. The night's just floating.
1 second, guys. I gotta get us a new camera. Battery. Hopefully.
An ad and commercial.
This is always fun.
Have you ever wondered, has your camera always died?
Alright, pause. Just pause for a minute. Alright, you talk to the chat while I try to fix this.
Oh, wait, I can't see the chat. Put it back on.
No, just talk to them. They can hear you.
Hi, there's the complete. I'm trying to survive the bad place in Holland.
The bad place?
Yes. That's literally what I'm calling it.
A bad place. So when your camera is on a tripod, it's extra fun to try to get the battery out of the bottom without taking apart the whole thing. And then actually take it off.
Oh, look how much charms I have. Also, some lady ate my charm and I have to get like 12,000 geo to get it back.
She ate your charm? That doesn't sound very nice.
Yeah.
Now this battery is supposed to charge while it's
Look at all the stuff I have.
on here, so that's the little annoying that thing.
Look at all this cool stuff I have.
Yeah, well you've definitely earned it all. Kat actually got the first ending of Hollow Knight. When did you do that? Yesterday, the day before?
I think it was
She beat the final boss for the shorter ending on the first try yesterday. And I'm a little jealous of that. I feel like it took me a lot more tries than that.
Ooh.
Right.
Why is there do I have a marker there?
Alright, this battery is full.
How do I get this guy? There's like a grub right here.
And now I get to control camera buttons backwards. Let's connect this.
I'm
Not
also,
sure why.
also gonna try to beat this guy right here. This guy.
Alright,
I'm gonna try to beat that one guy in the clean.
we're back.
Sorry, you missed my beautiful face.
Oh, now I can reach chat again. Chat was on the other side. Goober? What? Who's a goober?
Me?
No, somebody said goober. Oh, they're talking to you, maybe.
Who is it?
It was Bat. Who else do you think would call you goober? Alright, sorry, now you're all out of practice because I was fixing the camera. The camera battery is supposed to charge. That's one of the downsides of using a regular camera out to your computer is that the battery sometimes does not want to charge correctly. You guys have probably seen that on some of Ted's Twitch streams where the battery just dies. And it's almost like if you don't connect everything in the right order, it'll have trouble. Are you focused? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Were you looking at chat?
No, it wasn't.
I
there's
saw
like a
you
bite on
looking
my
at
lip. I'm trying.
Well, don't bite yourself.
No, there's like a little bit in my lip right here.
Well,
It's annoying.
don't injure yourself. Did you bite it because you were so nervous about Hollow Knight?
Maybe. The chocolate or something. Alright. What is...
What? You gotta be patient.
Welcome.
See, Kat is very patient when she's doing fights, which is why she's better at me than this. Because I just go in sword blazing and try to hit it
I was waiting
a million times, and I take a lot of damage, which is not good in Hollow Knight, because you take a lot more damage than the enemies take usually. But platforming, I'm a little more patient than she is. Alright, you got a crystal dash. Hit them from the top. Why'd you panic there?
No, I lost so much health.
Yeah, you should have pogoed like down stick off of him.
My nose is itchy.
You and this itchy nose of yours too low. Focus. Focus. What is with your nose?
Important. Wants to say good get.
Stream mascot tonight. Thanks to Bat. Hey guys, Bat in chat knitted this hornet.
She made that.
Or crocheted, I guess. Sorry. I gotta remember to say the right thing because crocheters and knitters are one of the long-standing feuds of the crafts world. It's a dangerous rivalry.
What?
Crocheters versus knitters.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like mortal enemies.
Look, I have a question.
Somebody hissed. Who just hissed? DSC, were you hissing about the crocheting?
Wait, I actually want to tell you.
You crochet, right? DSC, or do you knit?
I
I feel like it was crocheted from what I've seen, but
You
I
wanna
don't
know
remember.
something? I looked up what kind of bug Hornet was, and it turned out it was a spider. She's a spider.
Oh, I could have told you that. You went to this place where she's from. Her mom is a spider, so why would she not be a spider?
Yeah, but you keep telling me she was a hornet.
I didn't tell you that. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you did. Also, look how cute the groom.
Have you ever seen a hornet? They have wings and a little stinger. Well, usually a big stinger. Yeah. Yeah, Sir Haxorus, Cat was raging earlier. I was like, hey, if we're gonna stream this later, you're gonna have to chill a little bit. So she's doing really good tonight. Hands. No time for fashion and itching noses when you're platforming. So, funny story, when I played this level, which was like 2.5 years ago, it was, so I secretly got a Switch, which is a video we're going to put on YouTube soon. I finally found the original video file of our Christmas surprise from 2018, where I got the whole family a Switch without any of them knowing about it. I got some games that were on sale, like leading up to it.
Hey, I want to show you all my cool stuff I got. All the cool stuff I got.
You're just avoiding the platforming.
I want to show all the cool things I
Get back in platform. No breaks.
I was showing all the things I killed.
Hey, if you get out of the White Palace, I'll let you get popcorn. So, motivation. You did eat dinner, in case you're wondering. We had some chukin, as as Dino would say. He calls chicken chukin now for some reason. Crazy kid. But anyways, I got this game on sale for like $8. And
Is it this game?
yeah, I just heard people talking about it, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool, and I got a Switch, and you know, a lot of the Nintendo games, of course, are like $60 normally. So I was like, okay, I'll get this, and so after I played Mario Odyssey, I think this is the second game I actually played on Switch, because I'd already played Breath of the Wild on Wii U before, and just got really enraptured with it. It was like wow, this is an amazing game, and I forget, I've got a lot of time in this game, and but when I came to the White Palace, I had heard people talk about it, and so I was kind of like, I'm not sure how long this will take. So I actually waited till a day when like the whole family was out of the house doing school stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play the White Palace today, so that if I'm getting frustrated or distracted, I don't have anyone to blame but myself. And I did that while they were gone. So that might be why Kat's struggling, because she's never seen me play it, because I was done by the time she got back home. But it was definitely, I knew I did not want to be around any people while I played it. So bravo to Kat also for being willing to play this on stream. So good for her.
Awesome, I worked very, very hard.
Oh, also, yeah. So
it took me forever to get this little cute thing that's following me.
did you have to fight Grim?
I did. Yeah, I was fighting him earlier, but
don't
then
look
he
over
told me to go back here.
I see your eyes. Look at the screen. She keeps looking over here at the computer instead. I'm gonna slowly
It took
turn
me
this.
forever to find Grim. It took me forever. Like, I looked everywhere until I found a breakable wall. I left the area, I went to Dirtmouth to see if it was there, and nope. And then I went back to where it was, and then I found Grim.
What am I gonna say?
What?
Focus on your platform as you jump into a stall. In case you were wondering why Hornet says what she says, the White Palace is where she was raised. So if you think about it, she's really saying, when she says Shaw, she's probably just saying saw, because she grew up around buzzsaws.
What?
Not really. So the lore of the White Palace, for the non-Hollow Knight nerds, this is actually inside the mind of a former guard whose like body is outside the gates of the old palace grounds, deep in the game. Down. Nope.
No.
Stay on the. You could. Nope. Just calmly get to that wall and then do like the platforming off those soul guys. Okay. Then you can get up to the next thing. Up, higher. See that little mark? That kind of tells you where to go.
What's your least favorite thing in Hollow Knight?
Flying. That one you gotta kind of be more in the middle. Up, up. I think you can crystal dash. Just be ready to stop at some point. Go up, 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 up. Can you go to the right there? Hey, go to the right. There are some hidden spots in there. Go to the right. The collector's birthplaces are. Hey, you gotta
Where's
crystal
the
dash.
collector's birthday?
I think it's somewhere way far to the right. I think you missed it. Don't worry about it. You can. Just it's gonna go out through another area. Just keep going, and then stop once you're over like land again. The crystal dash is like one of the coolest parts of this game. Hey, give a cat a hand to everybody. She has gotten through most of it. Hey, look. You go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right. No, no, no. You'll miss stuff. Some soul. Gotta get your soul up. Ooh. So speaking of Hornet, possibly. So Cat, stand right next to that chair. So this chair has the imprint of the White Lady on it, who is the queen of Hollow Nest, who is the giant. She's like a giant kind of tree-looking thing. She's kind of like Bart Plant. It's weird. But she's in Queen's Gardens on the opposite side of the map. But that chair, the shadow imprint on it looks like her. And so there's a little bassinet where it's debated. This is either the place where the Hollow Knight himself was raised as a young vessel, or where Hornet was raised by the White Lady.
The background.
There's some little nursery songs. Yeah, she's the great Deku Tree's wife. Hear that little nursery song in the background? I'm sorry if I blew out your ears. I turned that up way more than I meant to.
That's Hornet's.
All right. Now you can go up to the left. Fill up your soul while you're there.
So this is where Hornet was raised.
All right, here we go.
He said he can actually sit on the chair.
Yep. Don't take the thing right away. Oh, it's the king. It's the Pale King, or at least the memory of him. Where are you going?
Wait, hit him?
Yeah, hit him.
What
Don't
happened?
get the thing. Don't get the thing. All right, go in his chair. Go in his chair.
I can't.
Jump.
All right, I'm
I'm
the
gonna hear
king
music.
now.
Okay.
I'm the king.
All right, all hail Cat, the king of the White Palace.
Now do I grab this?
Yeah. This is a big step. The other half of the King's Soul. Everybody in chat, give Cat a good game. Hi, Lag, how are you doing? Cat just finished the White Palace, which is a huge accomplishment. So, everyone, give Cat a shout out
Charm?
there in chat.
It is a charm. Do I equip it?
Ooh, got some big, good games from Lag. Yeah, you can equip it. Sorry guys, I left the game volume way up.
Hello.
Sir Haxter says good game. I think Beastman said good game earlier.
Wow, that takes up a lot of things.
Yeah, you don't really have it that long, so it's there.
Wait, you don't have it that long?
Rainbow Cat can probably get popcorn whenever. Wait, where are you going? Stop, stay.
I'm going to go get the sheep.
Oh. All right, focus. No reading chat. Because you got one more thing to do before your final battle time. You got to go into the abyss. You got to roll in the deep with Adele.
Where's my soul, my friend? Oh,
You got rid of him, didn't you? When you...
Oh yeah, I did. Like, where's...
You don't want to read the thing? Alright, so just kind of fall to the bottom without taking damage.
I know there's a lot of things.
I said don't take damage.
A lot of things you can damage on.
Yep.
No,
Just keep going to the bottom. Look at that little grubby guy. That's good at some boss battles because you can stay low and not take damage. Hey, you see where it's doing that now? Remember when earlier in the game when I was trying to get you to go down here and it wasn't unlocked yet? And I was like, no, just do the dive thing. Oh, you gotta hit those guys. Hit your twins. Alright, keep going. You gotta explore this area. Look at how many vessels there once were. Dead end. Literally. Keep going down. Dang, yeah. There are spikes, so watch out. Nope, dead end.
Where's this place?
You're in the very bottom. This is the birthplace of all the shades, of all the vessels. Look how many vessels the Pale King tried to make to achieve his goals. Inspect it. An arcane egg. Ooh, that's good. Oh.
I heard you got like a fountain.
Alright, you want to go to the right here? Yeah.
Why is there so many shades?
That's a good question.
Why did he make so many and then like it had one that was perfect?
That was perfect. You go the right way, or is this another dead end? Another dead end. There we go. Where are you going? Other way. Usual rule is down and to the right. Right. This part's a little scary. Did you see the thing? Look who it is.
Me.
Bow to it. Not hit it. Bow.
Bowing.
I don't remember what you're supposed to do here. Can you go to it and inspect?
Can't. There's no inspect button.
Can you shoot it with your shade? Yep. Can you look up? Nope.
Is the NOS gonna be back?
I don't remember how you activate this. Oh, Dream Nail it. Oh, she died. End of the game. Have a great night, everybody. No, just kidding. Don't leave. The amount of enemies should be relative to how many times you died getting here. Oh, that'd be funny. These aren't your enemies. These are all the vessels that the Pale King created to try to stave off the infection until he found one that he thought was good enough. So he went through like thousands of them, which is why he says there's no cost too great. You got to get out of there, and then you got to climb. So, yeah, you got to climb all the way up in the dark. So this is a little tricky, but Kat, just to encourage you, I don't think you can actually die in this sequence. Like it's all just, why don't you go back to the left?
The will to break. It's scaring me.
The music is very dramatic.
Should I do some of the should I try to beat Grim 2 today? No voice?
Well, let's focus on the next thing after you get this done. Plus you got some popcorn you're gonna get.
Do I have to do this all in the dark?
Yeah. Someone was born of God and void.
With me?
Well, sort of.
Is that me? Wait.
You're gonna see there's a knight. That's not you. Look, it has extra little things on its horn. That is the baby Hollow Knight.
What happened?
If you want to know the lore, the best place to go is probably there's a YouTuber by the name of Mossbag, or some call him the Moss Prophet, which is a little Hollow Knight joke. Wait for it.
Can I unequip it?
Nope. It is part of you now. It's part of your essence. It's part of your very being. All right, so kill those guys and get out of here. You didn't set your dream gate somewhere good, did you?
I just set it in Kingdom's Edge.
Is it near a bench?
No.
So it's probably easier to climb out. You need to go to the left and up.
Aw, I can't get rid of it? I don't want to have a very Voidheart.
You have to have it. It's not. The Voidheart means that you now are made of. You are now pure void inside, which is going to be helpful later on. Because if you weren't pure void, if you had a mind, you would be vulnerable to infection.
Well, what are they doing? They're not killing me. When I kick them, they just turn me on.
Yeah, just keep going up. If they don't kill you, then don't kill them. It's just kind of mean. All right.
Is that like a dream?
Yeah, rising from a pit of failure, specifically the Pale King's failures. He created all of these down here in this place called the Abyss out of void to try to save off this other being who had the ability to infect minds. But many of his creations did not turn out good, or they themselves were infected. Like there's a bad guy called the Broken Vessel, who was clearly an attempt to make a void vessel, but he got infected and ruined.
Wow, look at how much money I have.
So the Pale King came up with this idea, create a being that could do it, and that could seal off this infection, that had no mind, that was made purely of void. And so that was the Hollow Knight. That's where the hollow part comes from, is that it was made of pure void and could stave off the infection. And so there's a statue and a memorial to it in the main city in this game, where the Hollow Knight, in dedication to his sacrifice, which we don't know, it doesn't seem that he was a willing participant. So it's a little, the Pale King's very sketchy, like super sketchy.
I think I need another one of those little blue heart things.
All right, so head up to the dirt mouth once you get up to the bag station, because you got to go to the next thing.
Oh yeah.
Forget what you were doing.
Or I can go back to them.
What am I doing? And so.
Isn't there like a cutscene I can get if I beat the Path of Pain?
You're already out of the White Palace, though. You can't go back in.
Wait, there's a dream thing, though.
I don't think it'll let you back in. But we're not going to do it on stream. You can maybe do it later if it's still available. Dirt Mouth. Back to the beginning, which is where the ending of the game takes place. Hold on. So, the Pale King took this Hollow Knight and trapped it in this black egg temple that's sealed off by these three powerful beings called Dreamers. And the Hollow Knight, basically, because it's made of void, would fight off the infected...
What is the sign?
The creature that's causing the infection.
Wait, there's a sign. I'm going to follow it.
And in order to deal, though, because the infection's still happening, so in order to do it, Cat had to go find the three Dreamers, unbreak the seals that they had on this temple called the Black Egg Temple, and go check out it. Where's Britta?
She's probably in her house sleeping. Good.
Speaking of interesting stuff, Kat, as her world is played out a little differently than a lot of people's, because look, Britta is still in love with with a little knight guy here, because Kat let Zote die. So if you ever play this and you want to have more options at the end, don't let Zote die. Are you heading down to the Black Egg?
I wanted to go fight Grim.
Nope, don't fight Grim. Focus. Go to the Black Egg.
Oh.
If you're in chat and you've played this game before, let me know.
Now I just have a creepy Voidheart.
Yep. In fact, the DLC that added all this ending on was called the Voidheart expansion.
You see in the expansion packs.
You know, you don't have to change your terms here because you can change them right before the egg, right?
Yeah, but
You have unbreakable terms? Or are those breakable?
these are silver.
Okay, they're still breakable.
I fed one to that one lady, and she had to make me 12,000 geode.
Yeah, if you want more Geo to do that, you have to pretty much go to the Coliseum and just fight through the trials repeatedly. To the right, right?
To the right. Wow, that heartbeat is scary.
Cat is a heartless monster. Yep, she did not save Zote. It's because she didn't want him messing with Britta, so she sort of has a heart. Zote's not really a great guy. Hornet's here. The path is open. One way or another, an end awaits inside. I will be joining you in this. The space is built to sustain your likes. Its bindings would drain me were I to join.
Wait, is she gonna join? I'm gonna join her.
Did it achieve that impossible thing? Should it? Go in, go in. All right, I want to see you. You bragged about doing this on the first try earlier. Hey, bench, bench, bench.
I know. The bench is right if I do. It's right here.
All right, I thought you were going to go past it, so I was like... All right, this is the final boss. Cat is headed in.
So Are
you going to do the one ending first?
Yeah, the seal slippings. Wow, how did he get so big?
He's a big one. The music for Hollow Knight is so good. Taking some damage there.
I'm feeling some hornets moves.
Bullet time. Get good. Did you have Sharp Shadow the last time you played him?
I did.
Because you keep trying to dash through him and you're not doing any damage.
Okay, last time I figured...
You might need to change your charms, because Hive Blood I think is hurting you.
Yeah.
Because you don't really have... Hive Blood's not really good for this, because you don't have time for it to, like, replenish. Didn't you have Sharp Shadow?
Yeah,
Maybe a Nail Charm? Okay.
I just... No!
Nope, don't overcharm. You're way too aggressive for that. Alright.
Why is the...
Hey, don't forget him. Don't forget your guy. He looks like a stag beetle, yeah.
But...
They kind of all do with those helmets. Although, they're not really... These guys aren't really bugs. They're made of void, so they're sort of like beetle carcasses, maybe? That are put as masks over bugs.
Oh, I should have put...
Is this harder with people watching?
Yeah.
You're taking a lot of damage.
I wasn't using drugs.
But you gotta not take so much damage. Alright, attempt number 3. Sure, now you want to read.
Why is that like one hit shot gonna kill him?
One hit shot.
Yeah, it makes me... I'm gonna clean up
I do know what a cicada is. We didn't have them a whole lot around us, the Brood X or whatever that was alive this year, but they were around for a couple weeks and made a little bit of noise. We're in the city, so there's not as many like woods where they would live, so, and they didn't come this far north quite as much. They are creepy. You know, people eat cicadas. Protein. They're saying by like 2050, most of our protein may be from bug sources. So there's something to think about. The protein factory is going to look like the abyss. What was your charm setup last time?
bad setup.
When you hit him after he falls down, don't stay close to him. He keeps killing you.
What is he doing?
I don't know. Why didn't you kill?
in the what?
The infection is taking over him. So you can tell that infection he has not fought it off. It is pouring out of him, literally, and it is trying to control him.
I don't think I have.
Is Hornet coming? This right when she comes? Yep. There she is!
I don't want to dream nail her yet.
Alright, you gonna just finish him?
They come with Robbie.
Bye, Lag. Have a great night. Good work, kiddo. Don't dream nail him. I saw that. You absorbing all of his infection.
Poor Hornet.
Alright, this is ending 2 of 3. The cat's doing.
Do we get like a background?
I would call it the second bad ending. Because the first 2 are not good endings. There's Hornet. She's inside the temple. She's wounded. Uh-oh. The little knight. He now has the infection inside of him. Does he have the power to seal it off?
I think I took a picture here because I was gonna.
And now it is sealed from the inside, so no one can unseal it.
Oh man, can we skip the?
Hey, everybody, give Cat a good game for that one.
Can I like skip the cutscene?
So, if you beat the game without doing the White Palace and all that extra stuff that Cat did before this, and you don't get the Voidheart, Hornet doesn't show up for this battle. And once you kill him, basically you're alone and do what you just did, just by yourself. If you do it this way, Hornet is trapped in there with you forever. It's kind of a sad, dark ending.
And there's no Silk Song if we do that ending.
Yeah, there's no. Well, it depends. There's been arguments in the Hollow Knight community over whether Silk Song is a prequel or a sequel. And I feel like it has to be a sequel, but whatever. Sir Hexorus has a great question. Kat, why are you so good at this game? Because she got good.
My mom actually played Hollow Knight and beat the False Knight.
Nice. Beastman says, good game, Cat. Actually, I read that like very flat, but he has an exclamation point. So it's good game, Cat.
Good game.
That's what GG means in gamer chats, in case you ever wondered.
Italian.
So I'll tell you the real secret though of why she's so good at this game, compared to me especially, which is not saying much, but way back when she started playing this after I played a couple years ago, she quit because she couldn't get past the False Knight. So she started playing again because she got inspired by something.
You know who? Dr. Volk.
Oh, because Dr. Volk was playing it. Shout out to him. That she got inspired and was like, I want to beat it. But she got to the False Knight, which is the very first big boss of the game, and was like, Dad, take the controller, beat it for me. And I was like, no. If you want to play the game, you got to beat the bosses. So she tried several times and eventually beat it. And then she's gone on to, what was your percentage? You said
like 99 or 100.
So you were at 99 before the stream started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 99%, which the game goes to 112%. So there's still some things to do. But yeah, cat-like reflexes, Beastman says. That you have cat-like reflexes. So, congratulations. Well done on achieving this great feat. You persevered in triumph. We hope you enjoyed yourself in the world of Hollow Knight. We'll meet again soon on the road ahead.
What is this?
And by soon, Team Cherry means in like 4 to 5 years, based on their timetables that they give out. Oh, you're at 100% now. You spent 70 hours in this game. It's like 3 days of your life. But fun time.
Wait, do I get a special like background?
Do you? I don't know.
Because I got the affected background.
If you want to go check, I think your mom might have been making some popcorn for you.
I have this background. I'll just leave it.
All right, let's leave it there. Go check on your popcorn.
Except for the heart.
You might want to bring a paper towel too, though, in case you don't want butter hands. So we're gonna see if she gets popcorn yet or not. If she doesn't, she'll try to do this again, but go for the good ending, which takes a little bit longer. Same boss, but some extra stuff gets added on. So you definitely don't want to miss that if you're watching. Let me catch up with chat. She plays a lot of video games. Kind of. She got really into this one, which is good. She likes to talk about playing video games and then quit them a lot. Oh no. Alright, have a little snack. And then you're going to go play again and try to get the good ending, okay?
Except for that heartbeat that's creepy.
Why did you put it on the heartbeat one? Stressing me out over here. You're stressing me out, Kat.
Why?
Did you put it on the heartbeat one? I'm hearing the game music and then I'm hearing this little boom 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 boom. This is already a stressful game, Kat. What did you do?
I pressed the credits. How do I just pressed B to exit out of that.
Yeah, Kat's eating her power-ups right now.
Must get good.
So, Kat, so far, what's been your favorite boss of the game?
Hornet.
Hornet, which time?
First.
The first? When you had to get good? I'll have some later, Rainbow. This game does have its rage moments. But in general, the bosses, and I took a lot of times to beat every single thing in this game. A lot of the bosses, like, they have clear patterns once you kind of get used to seeing them. And so it's a game that if you're patient and kind of watch them and react more than you try to just go blazing and attack, you'll do pretty good. And I think it's a fair game. There's not usually moments where you feel like you get hit and it's not fair, unless it's by a bellfly, because those guys are jerks. Or Primal Aspen. Going again, that was fast.
Yeah.
Do you remember what to do and when to do it? Get the better ending?
I don't think all of them are bad endings.
Well, I mean, they're all endings.
Yeah, but the one you get killed, you're sealed, forever you're dead. The shade is there. Wait, in this ending?
Focus. Which is funny, because focus in this game is also the word for how you heal yourself. You focus your soul.
Healing.
You need to use your shadow thing. Not that. The dash. Don't you dash through and get
Yeah,
hits on him?
I do. What is the most?
You know that heal just costs you a heal, right? Focus. Why are you on top of him? He will catch you. The Hollow Knight has a particular set of skills. Heal.
What is he doing? Why is he trying to kill us?
Hurting
so
himself.
quickly?
He's trying to... Well, you ever had something like that hurt, like a blister or a zit? You haven't gotten zits yet. Like a blister, and you kind of want to just pop it so it feels better because it has a lot of pain. That's what he's doing.
Instead with a horrible, like, effect. Why is it?
Stay away from the blobbies. Stay away from the blobbies, cat. You kind of see where the windows are to dodge those, right? You keep picking like the perfect spots to use your dash more.
Oh, here's Hornet.
Just remember, all right. You do the thing. All right. So the infection is inside this guy's mind because that's what the glowing. And so she's got to go use the dream nail to now go into his mind to fight the final boss.
You know, I want to fight her.
Challenge time.
Why does it have to be like light?
You need to sit and focus. Okay, all your attention here.
So great.
So evil. You know the boss is big when the name of the boss takes up the entire screen. So the legs don't really take damage on the guy. Or girl, whatever it is.
Where's the girl?
Have you hit it once yet? You can sword those, by the way. You gotta dash through that. You can sword those balls, you can hit them with your sword. You gotta kind of be swinging your sword the whole time. Hey, no eating popcorn. So this boss, you have to defeat the Hollow Knight. Then when Hornet joins, you gotta dream nail it. And then you start the second, like, real boss fight on a much harder boss. So, what are you?
I'm a spider babies.
You're doing the... What's the dream nail one? Yeah, Beastman, you have that 1%. I don't know what you're... Are you at 111, Beastman? The spiders are running away from him. They're scared.
They're scared. They're scared of him. They're like, nope, nope, adios.
I feel like you... Did you get rid of the Sharp Shadow?
No, I didn't.
Then why aren't you dashing through him more?
I wouldn't have been on it today.
What?
Sharp shot. Those bait spiders like, run!
You need to focus. Remember, you want to have your health up because you got a second boss fight after this.
No, it already did it.
I know, so you want to get your soul, and it heals you, but you don't have soul, right? For the second part? You were just, like, base tanking this one, aren't you? When he does that second block, you gotta jump out of there.
I'm sorry for you, Hollow Knight. I feel so sorry for him.
As you hit him with your sword. Yeah, he is really a tragic figure. Because it's not really him, it's this infection that's fighting you. He was just a pawn in the Pale King's attempts to fight the Radiance.
Wait, isn't the Pale King light?
Why are you over there?
Wait, isn't the Pale King light? Cause like the...
What are you doing? Why are you eating popcorn in the middle of a boss fight?
I'm hungry.
Alright, dry your hands off and focus. Do you have the right charms? 'Cause I feel like you need better charms.
Aww. I want to take a picture.
Yeah, you need better charms.
Oh, look, they're all sleeping.
So you need... Those ground charms are not going to work against the Radiance who's in the air. You need, like, some...
This one flies.
Okay.
I like click slash.
You're full, aren't you? Yep, you're full.
The Voidheart is in the charm.
Yeah, literally, the fight was still ending. She had one thing left, and she's, like, reaching over for popcorn. I saw it. Alright, focus. Don't. You might want to hold your controller in a better spot.
How long have you been streaming for?
You've been going, well, we've been going for an hour. You've made a lot of progress. You finished the White Palace. You've beaten the Hollow Knight once. Let's see if you can beat the Radiance. Although you gotta get back to him. Or her.
Beat the her. Because it looks like her. And it's cute.
It's cute. So you're infected. You think that Radiance is cute. You want to worship the Radiance. So it's funny because you have Void, which is darkness, fighting against the Radiance, which is like a light, but it's the light that's infection. But I guess it makes sense. If you're in a world of bugs, light would probably be more of your enemy than darkness. Cat looks like a floating head. It's funny. Because the border is black and your shirt is black.
That's funny.
You know what'd be funny? If you beat this guy. That'd be really funny. It'd make me laugh so hard.
I'm sorry for the lady.
I wonder why you're using your thing to shoot instead of the shield.
I keep making the wrong button.
Oh, you keep hitting the wrong button. That makes more sense. That sounds like something I would do.
This poor guy. I can't.
Just stay to the side and dodge the bullets.
You didn't mean to get affected, but it was your choice. It was your choice, Hollow Knight, to get affected.
It wasn't his choice. I don't think he had any choice in the matter. The Pale King created him and raised him for this one purpose.
Yeah, but now he's suffering so much.
So is this the moment? Save your soul. Don't heal. Don't heal. Ah. Alright.
Get down!
You listen. Hey, no popcorn in the middle. Stop. That's not time for popcorn. It's time to get ready. Focus. Stop. It's starting right now. There's no climbing on the second time. You gotta hit him up top. You can't hit him. You gotta hit him when you jump over there. Why are you not swinging your sword at him at all? When you gotta jump up and hit him.
Why do you take so much damage?
Because you're...
Also, what are those things?
Kind of.
No.
Dash. You gotta watch. You can't fit in between those, sweetie.
Get me.
No popcorn! You're literally reaching into the popcorn while you're fighting. You gotta focus.
Why the how is
Rest your hands on
Hollow
it.
Knight so big though? Because in the cutscene he was so small.
Because he grew up. He got raised. Well, there's a secret cutscene where the Pale King, it shows that the Hollow Knight was hanging out with the Pale King, which means that it seems that the Hollow Knight started to grow a mind and like feelings, which just makes the story sadder. But if you have a mind and feelings, it means you'd be vulnerable to the Radiance. And so the Pale King, by getting attached to the Hollow Knight, actually made it possible for the Hollow Knight to be vulnerable to the infection. It's sad. Use your dash more against him.
I don't want to cry now.
Iframes were nice there. When those are coming, you can see the gaps in between. Okay?
I can fly. It's the Radiance.
I know, you need to focus and get the gaps. You're gonna die.
Popcorn.
Nope. No popcorn.
Popcorn.
No popcorn for dying in phase 1.
I think it was phase 2 already.
No, phase 1 is the Hollow Knight. Phase 2 is the Radiance. Those are the only phases we care about. Hey, you gotta sit back.
Is there
You're
any
out of the camera.
charm I could use?
Yeah, the ones I showed you.
I want the Grimchild.
Grimchild's fine. Just use your dash more, because when you dash through them, you damage it, right? Use my
affection. Give me soul.
Yes, we need cat spray, because she keeps trying to reach for the popcorn in the middle of the boss fight.
Grab the cat spray.
So, in case you're wondering, we were talking earlier about making a command where I'd have a spray bottle and could spray her with water whenever people activated it. But then we decided it'd probably get used against me while I was playing a game, and I don't want to create a monster that I don't know how to handle. Just try to hit him. Stop! Why'd you stop using your sword?
Let's see if we can hit him without using the sword. It's just...
Not on that. Use your dash one way and then use your sword while you're waiting for it to recover.
I was going to do a challenge where I have to beat him but without using my sword.
I mean, you can, but I think we'd rather see you get to the Radiance again. Rather than trying out some new experimental ways to beat him. Need some super missiles.
This is not. This isn't Metroid.
That would damage him really fast.
Really weak?
Yeah. People like Beastman come up with good ideas like that spray.
Beastman, how dare you?
How dare you? How about a spray for if you're letting the Hollow Knight beat you? Focus.
Yeah, spray the Hollow Knight. Bad habit.
You gonna hit him?
Kill the Hollow Knight now after hearing all the sad things.
That's what they do. They show you this long story about the terrible, sad story of the Hollow Knight, who was created among thousands of discarded vessels for this one purpose, and then raised by the Pale King, who's this kind of maniacal ruler.
What is the Pale King?
He was the king of Hollow Knights.
No, but what kind of bug was
He used to be a worm. That's the weird part. And he's sort of transformed into this other thing.
What other thing?
The Pale King form is sort of his second form. I go get. Beastman said he'd never say such a thing as to spray a cat. So that means you know it was him. Because nobody would deny that, would. Alright, you ready? It's going to start right away. Remember, you got to hit up. Abyss Shriek also works if you have any soul. Makes him mad.
It's the light.
You gotta dash. This boss is extremely hard, by the way.
I don't want to kill it.
You don't want to kill it? Well, you've got 37 minutes to try. So, nope.
No, I'm kidding.
People are here to watch you kill the Radiance.
When I'm done beating him, can I do like the Grim Troop? There's like one.
If you beat him, you can do the Grim Troop stuff.
Because I already did all the flames. Watch Cat Suffer. That's the new title. Watch Cat Suffer. Don't turn me to water.
I just updated the stream info to final boss battle. That way, if anybody was looking at Hollow Knight streams, they would see that. Stop screaming? Who's screaming? Am I screaming? Oh.
The little key.
You gotta dodge those better.
What kind of bug is Grim?
I don't know. Why are you walking into the infection instead of dodging it?
I have a question. Is Grim a bat? Because
He's a vampire bat bug. There's actually things called vampire bugs. Oh, the little Grim thing or the big thing?
the big thing.
All right, this time, focus on the game. Don't be trying to figure out what kind of watching the Grim. Focus on the actual villain.
Tell me what he is.
It's sort of based off a vampire bug, but I don't really know that much more about it. The actual Grim character is based off the Dracula fight in Castlevania, which you can kind of replicate in Smash in the World of Light, and or I guess he's a mini boss in some of the story modes or whatever.
Isn't like
But he fights like Grim, if you noticed. That's who Grim's based off of. It makes sense. Vampire, Dracula. Like little Grim makes some weird sounds. You gotta dodge those.
Radiant.
Yeah, that's the hard part about the Radiance, is that you gotta go through this guy every single time to get to him. There's no save states. Wanna hear a rhyme? Sure. Hey, Lockinator, how are you? Glad to have you tonight. Pat is playing the final boss of...
Not this guy. Not this guy. This isn't the final boss.
Focus. Well, it can be the final boss. They said, Team Cherry said all the Indians were canon. So technically, this can be the final boss.
What's canon mean?
It's a dumb word. It means things that are considered like official. Got lucky there. So like, people are always like, is this canon? Like sometimes it's like a fan theory of why something happened, but it's not explained in a show. You're just chillaxing today? Did you lose power earlier during the stream you were doing? Lockinator?
Who's Lockinator? Who's Lockinator? Wait.
You need to focus on this. Don't worry about chat.
I forgot.
And yes, Sir Haxorus, I'd love to hear a rhyme. Oh, there it comes. Smash is trash, and math is not my path. If you like science, then it must have a silence. Hey, Smash is fun. It's a good. We like playing it as a family. We are not professionals though. Someone watched an episode of Kat and I playing Smash as Donkey Kong and Bowser for right around the time King Kong vs. Godzilla came out, and they were like, "Why are you so bad at Smash?" I almost put, "Why are you so bad at punctuation?" But I was nice. I was just like, because we're just having fun. Like, we're not professional Smash players. Lightning struck near your house. Ooh. That is one advantage with the Switch. Obviously, you'd lose your stream if lightning struck near your house, but like your game, you don't have to worry about losing power to your system because it by default has battery all the time. Because I've thought about that a few times when the power's been bad and I've been playing a game. Oh no, what happens if it goes out? Well, it doesn't matter, it's a Switch. Obviously you want to have a surge protector, but... yeah, we've watched Godzilla vs. King Kong.
I haven't.
There would have been one member of our family who would have revolted if we hadn't watched it. And not just me. Dino, our youngest child...
5 years old, almost.
Nope, don't talk about ages on the internet. Our youngest child is obsessed with old King Kong and Godzilla movies, and watches like videos about toys and stuff about them all the time. So he was like talking about that movie trailer came out like, you know, forever before the actual movie did. He was talking about that for like 2 years, that movie. I'm Team Kong because I just, you know, I always like the root for my fellow mammals. Us hairy guys got to stick together. You haven't been to the Radiance in a while. Alright. Go get him.
I'm gonna kill him. No, I'm kidding.
Get good. She told you. Get good. That's okay. They're both the protagonists. It's like, you focus. I'll mess around with the toys. Alright, we're ready. Radiance time.
What is he shooting at me?
Light. Pure beams of light.
I forgot to do that.
You know what's crazy is the focus.
Bug
Yo.
is a Radiance.
She's not a bug. Well, she was sort of a moth. You are busy asking questions instead of watching. Here, recharge for a minute. The Radiance is a moth. She came from the moth tribe, which has a place above the Crystal Peak. Let's see, I'm catching up Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla's cool too. I mean, it's like Batman versus Superman. Like, who hates Superman? Who hates Batman? Like, obviously, you know going into the movie, they're going to go against each other because of some misunderstanding, and then by the end, they're going to figure it out and fight a bad guy together. I mean, that's every superhero versus superhero movie that there is. Kat, you completely disappeared. You're not even on the screen anymore. Godzilla Final Wars. I bet Dino, our youngest, could talk with you about Godzilla Final Wars. I've watched some of the old one. We used to have some of them on VHS. The old King Kong versus Godzilla. Some of the old Godzilla, like Son of Godzilla, and a few of those we used to have a little collection of when I was growing up. And my brother watched them a lot. But Yeah, it was good. It's fun. I like seeing every time I watch a monster fight movie, I'm always like, what this movie needs is less people and more monsters fighting. Like if they just made a Godzilla or King Kong movie where there were no humans and it was just those creatures fighting other creatures the whole time, I'd probably watch. Like that's the best part. The people are just in the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna bow to you. I'm bowing to the thingy.
Monsterverse in the Naruto. Yep. But there's a reason why. Hey, no eating popcorn during your fight.
Who's this? Hey, he was in the middle of his.
Oh, yeah. There's the auto mod Lonkinator is a little if there's too many like a certain percentage of capital letters in a certain length of message, it'll kick it out. Those auto mods can be kind of annoying, but they're also very helpful for spam because we definitely try to keep it family friendly here, and we haven't really had any problems. But I've seen a few other chats where people have disabled it, and inevitably some spam account comes on and starts saying, "Hey, visit my website." Yeah.
Where's in my YouTube channel?
Well, the point of, like Batman versus Superman or even Godzilla versus Kong isn't really to see who wins. Like, because that's all like story elements. Like, you can contrive the story and the setup in such a way that, either of them would have a chance to win.
I keep refilling.
All right, popcorn's about to go away. No, we're not going to visit your website. If you want to visit a website, visit dadandcat.com. I need to add that to our banner and stuff. We do have a website. It exists out there. But it's mostly just links to all of our different video formats.
Is this a merch or anything?
Have I seen the Kong fans, though? No, I follow a few things on social media that have fandoms like Hollow Knight and a few other things, but I have not seen what the Kong fans are like online. I'm sure they're sad because he sort of got beat up quite a bit. But the scenario also completely favored Godzilla, so, that's kind of how it is. Are you still eating over there?
I am feel.
But I'm excited. They're talking about making maybe some Hollow Earth movies for Kong going forward. And obviously Godzilla up above the surface. They might go that route, which would be pretty cool. In the original Godzilla versus King Kong, Kong definitely was having the better of the two, and used his brain a lot more. It's kind of hard in the newer movies because they've definitely made Godzilla to be more intelligent, which in the old movie, that was kind of the defining thing of Godzilla is this giant, just very animal instinct, blows fire, super powerful, but isn't like a thinking 3 steps ahead kind of creature. And they kind of changed that in the new movie. So they definitely made it a lot more weighted towards Godzilla because now he has the indestructibility and the intelligence. Yeah. King Kong would definitely be more fun to hang out with than Godzilla. I can say that much. Plus, he had a beard. It was a cool touch to give Kong the beard for that movie. All right. Focus time.
If I don't beat this one, I need more popcorn.
I think if you don't get to the Radiance, if you get to the Radiance, I'll give you popcorn again. I know Kat made it look fairly easy the first couple times she fought the Hollow Knight, but it's definitely a difficult fight. Like, he's got a lot of moves and he takes a lot of damage from you.
No, he only takes 1 damage.
Oh, he only takes 1?
Yeah, some of them, that move, he does like 2 damage.
Oh, so you just gotta watch out. Know which moves to, and not jump into him when he's jumping. Your little buddy's shooting fire. Is it though?
He's the Traitor Lord, guys.
You cheesed him by hanging on the wall and having little minions destroy him? There used to actually be a cheese for the Watcher Knights, which is one of the Dreamers. You could take, I think it was the larva charm, the one you get from the squid thingy, the little gross, yucky sounding one.
Fluke oh, hey.
Yeah, the fluke charm. You could take that, and the fluke charms would eat like you could just.
No.
They would basically just attack. No, the charm, not the creature. The charm.
That.
I know that the charm, not the creature.
Oh, the charm.
Fluke nest. That thing would basically.
There's all my cool stuff I have.
If you use fluke nest, it would basically kill the Watcher Knights like crazy.
Ooh,
all right, did we catch up on chat? More fighting experience. Yeah, he did. Kong's beard was modeled after the director's beard. Nice. It's pretty cool. Hey, what are we doing?
I'm looking.
It's not dictionary time. It's fighting time.
I'm showing you all the cool stuff I killed.
You like to use to cheese Dark Souls bosses? Oh man. A lot of people. I saw one person compared Hollow Knight to it's basically Dark Souls but for girls, which is really funny. The Fluke Nest hack though got patched, so it was actually around the time 2.5 years ago when I was playing it. It was known, but then it got fixed like right around that same time. So when I played them, I wasn't able to even use it because it didn't exist.
There's no weakness charm?
There was a charm, but there wasn't the cheese. Like, it had some kind of weird glitch where they would keep attacking the Watcher Knights until they died, basically. So you just shot that, and it did like all the work for you. You can probably look it up on YouTube. Somebody probably still has a video up about it. But it's been patched, so it doesn't work anymore.
That's not cool. I think it kind of happened to me.
That's true. Just defeat does not necessarily mean death, which is good. That's probably my biggest pet peeve of comic book movies, which I'm a big fan of. But I always hate it when they kill off a villain, especially one that's in the comics is a recurring villain. So they're just kind of like, well, in this, I told you gotta get to. I told you have to get the Radiance if you want more popcorn. Hey Dio, how's it going? We're doing good. Kat finished the White Palace. She beat the Hollow Knight for the second ending that she unlocked, and now she's going for the third, perhaps the true and greatest ending. Although Team Cherry said all endings are equally true. Whatever. Good to see you, Dio. Hope you're doing well.
Has he played home?
Really enjoyed getting to see you play Zelda 2 again tonight. Or this afternoon. It's been a long day. Will you stop pushing me off the desk?
Have you played Hollow Knight, Dio? Forgot. That thing. The main boss.
Who?
That guy is the main boss.
The Hollow Knight?
Yeah.
This is the creature the game is named after. The Hollow Knight. It's actually the villain. Well, sort of. The Hollow Knight is not really in control of its own actions. It is. You see its orange eyes. In this game, orange eyes mean that you're infected with the Radiance. Which possibly we'll be able to see if Cat focuses and doesn't just run into the boss and take unnecessary damage 2 times in a row. 3 times in a row. You should not try to not do that. You're gonna die.
It's
not the popcorn. It's you. You're losing your mojo. You could probably also do the hurricane slash on him when you get in close like that. You know, the spinny. Alright, we need the magic. Guys, if you want to do a chat command, that might inspire Kat. Let me give that list out there in case you want to do that. If you want to know how much points you have, you can do exclamation point points or exclamation point meowny. Thank you for the bluey dance, Bat.
I'm thirsty.
Which actually reminds me, Oh. So I forgot, I have my trigger fire commands spaced to go... Will you get into the boss?
I'm going the trapdoor. Trapdoor will help me.
You need Trogdor?
Yeah.
Alright, for cats. Oh wait, somebody did unleash it. Thank you, Dio. Here we go.
Wait, I don't think I like that screen.
Because that screen is going into this, not the other way around.
Oh. It'll be funny how I travel.
Kat was complaining she couldn't see Trogdor on the game monitor. Like... Alright, Kat. Get to the Radiance. You can have popcorn again.
Look.
If you get there, though, pause so you can eat some popcorn.
Trapdoor was me.
He was a dragon, man!
Dad, don't you have actual music for it?
Like the long song? Yeah. I have that CD, the full Strong Bad Sings and Other Type Hits CD somewhere. There's some good songs on it, like the Stupid song.
Stupid song.
It goes, I gotta clear my throat for singing here. Somebody told me that you were so stupid, but I didn't believe them. But now I believe them.
My CD.
Steph claims it's her CD. But,
You mean right
hey,
now?
what's yours is mine, right? Did you order water while... Hey, focus. No taking a drink? What
It's
is...
a restaurant. Bobby ordered me water.
Do you have an app to order from the kitchen over there?
I do. No, I'm kidding. No. Oh, I put the hydrate commands will actually work.
Someone put the get good commands for Kat.
Hey, put the hydrate.
That could be a cool command. Have a little hornet pop up to say get good. You do not know Trogdor's lore. Beastman! Wow. Well, Kat is hydrating. All right, you got your drink? You ready to go?
Ready.
I'm going to find the link here and put it in chat. I think all of the Homestar Runner stuff is on YouTube pretty much now. What? Is Ted copying me? Is Ted copying me?
Yeah, Ted's copying us. The basement's copying us.
I just saw, I went over to YouTube and the first thing on there is the YouTube stream for the basement tonight is Hollow Knight. So apparently everybody is thinking of Hollow Knight this week, which is awesome.
What are you talking about? Plus Metroid stream.
Well, it's a Metroidvania. Beastman, are you familiar with Homestar Runner, the series? It's a website. Or used to be a website. Oops.
I'm not sure I understand.
Apparently saying the series meant that the Apple AI would appear on my computer. So that was interesting.
Yeah, that was so interesting. No, that was funny.
So here's a YouTube link. So basically, this is a rabbit hole, Beastman, which you may go down and never come out of. Definitely watch Trogdor one, but there was a website called homestarrunner.com. It was a Flash website back in the day. Like this is like when I was in college, so like early 2000s. And they had these characters, Homestar Runner, and there was sort of a wannabe villain named Strong Bad who wore a luchador mask with big boxing glove hands. And there were these different characters they all made, and they all had funny voices. But Strong Bad sort of became its own thing because every week when they would let people send emails to Strong Bad, and then he would answer an email every week. And usually he'd go like way off topic of whatever the original email was, like just go all over the place. And there's hundreds of email videos out there because they were doing this weekly for several years. And they are hilarious. But definitely one of the best ones is the Trogdor one. And Trogdor has lived on. On the Homestar Runner site, they made several Flash games with Trogdor. And they also made some music for him. I think there's somebody who's converting a lot of the Flash games over to something that's still playable since Flash is dead.
Wait, Flash is dead? No. Flash a superhero?
But it was Homestar Runner was the thing when I was in college. It was good.
You have to go to their channel and type in the chat. Holland, yeah, videos. We're playing in Switch and we're playing online.
That's really awesome. I'm actually excited because I get to watch Kat play Hollow Knight tonight, which is awesome. She's been doing great. When she focuses. And I'm gonna get to watch Ted play later too. That's really cool.
Wait, we should raid them.
We may not go that long because they don't start till like 9:30 our time. Yeah, if you were busy working during the early 2000s, you may have missed the wonders of Homestar Runner. It was also very, it was well known, but it was very, very niche. Like, it wasn't something everyone knew about. Like, you kind of had to know somebody who knew somebody that watched it, because, like, obviously this is like early 2000s, so Facebook didn't exist. Twitter wasn't really started, so like the way like things went viral was very different back then also, like especially video wise. But definitely worth checking out if you have time to watch videos. I think most of them they have hosted on their YouTube channel, but check out Trogdor if you like it. Go back to like the beginning, the first email, and just watch a bunch. They went on to work in real TV shows. Yeah, they were cool. There's also, if you Dio, I don't know if you've seen this, but if you Google the oral history of Homestar Runner, someone did like a kind of a sit down, like interview, like type write up with the creators about like how it started and like where it went and like kind of when it stopped and what the reasons were. But that is a really fascinating article that you can find online too, the oral history of homestarrunner.com. It's .net.
Sorry for you, Hollow Knight.
But speaking of shameless plugs here, since I'm plugging homestarrunner.com, I'll plug us for a minute. If you haven't been to YouTube and seen, we have a shorts video. You can either find the shorts playlist or just look for the shorts section underneath our YouTube channel, which is Dad and Cat. Well, good thing you get healed, huh? Too soon. Better pause it, right? So you got past phase 1. Oh! You have a mod for original Legend of Zelda with Trogdor as a sprite? Like, that's awesome. And you didn't even know what it was from. Very cool. Voice sync is getting off. 1 second. Testing. 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 Computer might be getting warm tonight. Alright. Put our speaker back on. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna work while Cat's eating popcorn. I'm gonna delay this a bit more. Is it better now?
They're watching and they switch it to an evil tornado.
Hold on.
They switched it.
Make sure you get a drink after you eat your popcorn. Alright.
I am done eating. Oh.
Okay. So it's back on. Yeah, it kind of... I've noticed with Twitch, it kind of comes and goes a bit. And also just the computer, which we're only at 23 CPU, percent CPU. So... and we're not dropping frames, that's just good, but sound does get a little wonky. Glad I didn't start messing with it too much. I actually hadn't messed it. I was about to change the timing, and then I saw somebody said it's better now, so I stopped. Remember to hit him. You can also do the Abyss Shriek, by the way. Oh, you gotta dodge those things though.
Yeah, I should have got feet focused.
You should just focus on the game. This boss is crazy hard, by the way. We're still debating. I don't remember whether I actually beat this boss or not. I may have gotten like really, really close and then just stopped and never went back to the game.
Fell off or something. I think you fell off. At,
I
like,
fell off in the final part. All right, Kat. Get a drink. You again. I think you got time for maybe one more attempt at the Radiance tonight before we have to quit. So focus, and then you can eat all the popcorn you want after.
Aw, but I wanted to go to the Grim soup.
But you have to beat the Radiance first.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, give me popcorn.
No. You gotta get to the. If you get to the Radiance, I'll give you a pause moment to get some popcorn. As long as you don't forget your shade. Are you still on the screen? So it's like 60 something degrees here today. We had some storms come through last night. So I had the window open and a fan blowing in here, but now that we've been in here, the fan is behind the green screen. And so under the lights, it's gotten really hot while we've been streaming. So if you're wondering why we have a healthy glow, you're drifting again. It's because it's getting a little warm by all these computers, and obviously this is a very intense game. I mean, I'm not even playing, and I'm sweating it out for Kat.
Not that.
Uh-oh. What happened to the sounds?
No, I didn't.
Oh, don't bump the table. I need to officially buy some speakers for this monitor that I have. I keep not buying any. So if you guys know of any relatively inexpensive computer speakers that are good, that I could hook up to this monitor to kind of make it work more like a TV for gaming stuff. I use it as a monitor for my computer for work, for my laptop. Because I've gotten spoiled with my old computer as a 27-inch iMac, and so it's hard to go back to working on a laptop. But my laptop is newer and has more features than my old computer. But because I have a monitor for it, it does not have sound. So I'm using a old Amazon Bluetooth speaker that happens to have auxiliary in, but no volume controls for our speaker. And it kind of works sometimes, and sometimes it gets a little glitchy.
Is there anything else to add it to? Is there any more DLC for Hollow Knight?
Nope. I hope not. I mean, unless you count Silksong as a DLC. Which originally Silksong was going to be a DLC, and then they were like, we have so much game here and so many ideas, we want to make a whole game out of it.
Wait, Silksong was originally going to play as Hornet?
Yeah, they had a few DLC. They had like a Kickstarter to raise money for the game, and a few of their things, if they raised enough money, they were. Why did you stand right on the fire? They were gonna. Saw that coming. Yeah, I wouldn't mind using headphones. The problem is, Kat has some good black ones, but the ones that I steal from Steph are, well, let me just show. I think I've worn them before. But the ones that I would steal from Steph that are the most comfortable are kind of greenish blue. But so they're looking invisible on the green screen. Oh, you gotta go? Well, thanks for stopping by, Lonk. I'm glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, and thanks for the follow. I missed the alert for that. Sorry about that. But really appreciate it. That's really cool. And hope you do well and stay safe from any lightning storms where you're at. Remember, if you beat him and get to the Radiance, there's popcorn.
And Grim Troop.
Well, you gotta beat the Radiance to beat Grim Troop. Because there's no point in going to learning a new boss before you've mastered this boss.
I need to watch someone play it. I'm watching someone.
You don't need to watch someone play. You need to just play it. Like you learned all those other bad guys by just playing it.
I I beat the what's his name?
by just getting good, so to speak.
I beat
You should have healed during that pause instead of hitting him. You got greedy. You got greedy, cat. And get some water. But especially with two players, having a speaker instead of headphones is nice because even though you can hear what the speaker is doing in your ears with the headphones, when you have a second player, then you start to not hear them as much. And if you try to run it as a monitor, then the delay gets really weird. So it definitely is
whoa,
good.
how awesome if it's like little wait, does this thing have a shade still?
What?
The Hollow Knight.
Yeah. It's taken over by Radiance, but it's still in there.
Also, when I kill him, it's like shade. He's dead.
Well, you may find out if you get to the Radiance ending what if he has a shade or not inside of him. But yeah, so you have the black part of him? That's shade.
Right.
You guys were talking earlier about how crazy the Kong fans were in the Godzilla vs. Kong community. The only crazy people I know of in the Hollow Knight community are the Hornet is Void people. Because she's clearly not Void. And they tell you that in multiple ways. And so they're still crazy.
How do they tell you? They tell you she's Void.
There's people who have theories about it. Post about it. Or argue about it online. Although I think half of them don't really believe it. It's just like kind of like a troll they like to do.
Hollow Knight. I'm so sorry for you.
You did all that and you only gained 1 health. What?
I'm trying to do the Cyclone Slash. But instead of that thinking.
I don't know who Darkon is. Who's Darkon? Do I know who Darkon is? Oh yeah. So actually, if you played Smash Brothers World of Light, not Darkon but Galeem is a lot like the Radiance. And reminded me a lot of that. Is he gonna pop up?
Gonna pop up?
That one might be timed out, Beastman. I forget what I said. I need to make those timers a little shorter. Give Beastman a dance. Pretend Bluey popped up. Come on, Cat. Cat also the other day played the first Pantheon, which is like a boss rush mode on Hollow Knight, and beat the very first Pantheon.
Yeah, I was trying to beat some bosses.
Some of them you can't unlock till you beat some of these other Indians, though. Like you can't fight the Radiance till I think you beat the Radiance in the real game. Hydrate. I'll take one for Kat since she's in the middle of the boss fight. Oh. Good job, Kat. I'm glad you paused. Because I could totally have seen you just taking a drink and dying. Especially with as much health as you still have. That would have been very annoying.
That would be very sad.
I'd be like, why would you do that?
I still think the Hornet hasn't come yet. How many phases is this?
Well, he hasn't done the bouncy thing yet. Doesn't he do that for like a time before she comes?
I think he has like 2 times.
That was close.
He's creepy.
Grim's doing some damage.
Yeah, I told you.
I don't know if you're doing any damage, but Grim is. Togo is very good at that spot.
I wish you could see like the first thing. Like, you don't have like if you want to get a different ending.
I actually wish if you beat the Hollow Knight, it would just let you return to the Radiance. Because it's hard to... They're very different bosses, like they're not the same. So like the style of play between them is very different.
It's so hard, like why couldn't the first thing...
Like the Hollow Knight is very much about watching his movements and reacting specifically to him for the most part.
I need Tragdor. I need my buddy Tragdor to help.
Well, no one activated Trogdor. I can't just cheat the system. Alright. Here's your motivation.
You should put the tractor music in with Keith at that.
I don't want to get a DMCA copyright strike. I am excited. Ted from the basement is possibly making a Metroid lo-fi playlist of original music, so that could be fun to play for some Metroid stuff later.
He'll probably give you a copyright claim.
Kat, I think, is going to play Zero Mission soon. I think once she beats the boss or last boss or two of this game.
No, I'm never going to quit this game.
Well, you can keep playing it, but I think we're going to record her playing Zero Mission and do like some shorter, more edited episodes instead of like a full Let's Play for YouTube. And then I might play Samus Returns, which is the second game, and record it. It's on the 2DS, so I have to, unless I do something different, I have to record it with the camera. But we're gonna maybe do some of those leading up to Dread next month over on YouTube.
Isn't Dread like 2 months away?
Well, it's like a month and a week, because next week's the 1st of September, and then Dread is the first part of October, so it's very close.
Like the 8th of month.
Yep, comes out when the Switch OLED model comes out, which
That'd be cool. Can we get some Evo? That's
For
what I
Dread?
mean. Yeah. Tractor!
Kat, Beastman says you would really like Axiom Verge.
What?
I think.
Do you know who that is?
Actually, his thing says Ad Cat, so I'm not sure if he was saying Dad or if he was saying Cat, or if he was saying Ad Cat. I'll have to get clarification from Beastman what he's saying.
You did that tractor thing for the secret smash or
For the Smash? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's short. I was talking about that earlier and then something interrupted. Did you get to the Radiance or something? Is that why I stopped talking about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a short, YouTube short about Trogdor being the final Smash DLC character. So that's a fun one if you like him so
I want Hornet or the Knight.
I would like Axiom Verge. Okay. I mean, my Metroidvania list right now is to play is very long, and that's just including the ones I actually own currently.
What Metroidvanias do we own besides Hollow Knight?
I will allow Beastman to say butt. That's funny. I have seen Axiom Verge. It looks interesting.
What is it?
Right now, my goal is to play through. I might not get through all of them, but play through several of the Metroid games leading up to
Metroid
Dread.
Prime?
I'll probably skip Prime for the time being because I just don't have time to play it with all the other ones and only a month left. Also, Dino is going to join Kat and I think, and we're going to film some Luigi's Mansion videos for Halloween. Last year we did some Halloween specials, which were really funny for a few other games. And so we're going to maybe add a few more Halloween specials to the channel as well for next month. So.
Awesome! We have a new popular video.
All right, you ready? Oh, our most watched video of all time. Yeah, I think Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is now our most viewed video ever.
It's got a it's got copyright. It's got copyright.
It's all right. We're not nearly at a point where we would be making money off of it anyways on YouTube, so it's not
There
a big
he
deal.
is.
All right, focus. Or did you want to pause and get popcorn?
Oh, yeah.
Make sure when you come out of pausing that you dash to the right after a second. Yeah, we got it for Christmas last year, but I've been putting off playing it because it's a kind of Halloween game, so I thought we'd play it closer to that. Also, at the end of October, the new Mario Rabbids is coming out. So there's several good games coming out in the next few months.
Wait, what?
Um,
This month? Year? What?
yeah, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, where they're gonna have Rabbid Luma, who's super not into anything. All right, you good?
No, not yet.
You got 20 seconds. Because this, Cat, I'm looking at the clock. This is your final attempt for the night. So you want to get it. But look, you've got full health. You got a little bit of soul. Well, I'm glad I don't have. I don't like Pokemon, so that's one game I don't have to worry about because they've released several games or remakes this year, right? But Breath of the Wild 2 will be next year. Dio. Did Dio have enough to activate Trogdor? Oh, he wants me to do it for the hype. All right, I can't. Hold on, Cat. We're gonna do Trogdor real quick. So, just in case you're wondering why I'm manually having to do Trogdor, I have it in Trigger Fire, but it won't activate the video when it fires. And it also has a timer, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But here he is for this last attempt. Make sure you.
How much does Dio have? I feel like Dio...
Well, Trogdor has a long timer, so people aren't just doing it like all the time. But I think some of the timers I made are a little too long.
Like the blue one?
Hey! Guess what?
What?
I'm still really proud of you. You're gonna have to get that, I think, on your own. So, let's switch to just chatting for a second. Go ahead and just pause it.
Quit the game.
Alright. Alright, well, she got a lot farther that time. Progress was made, so we'll keep you updated if she plays off
Why is
stream
it so green?
to what happens. Because for the talking part, I left the green screen off so you can see us a little better. And it looks a little more real, right? Will you stop messing with this for a second? No! It's good to leave the switch menu on because it's a white light on our faces. So it works better. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Kat, get back in the picture. Kat, what do you want to say? You got any words after your progress
Thank you.
tonight?
Can I pick the raid?
Yeah, you can pick the raid, although I don't know if anybody's even going right now. But anyways, if you're watching this later on Twitch or on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, give us a follow. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we really appreciate it. Let's pick a raid. Do you guys know of anyone who's going right now that's out there? Chat. Yeah, subscribe or else. That was our original subscribe message, was subscribe or else. And sometimes I just cut it short to just subscribed.